Hello. For me, when my ancestors are using food, they use food for a variety of reasons, for different metaphors. It depends on what message they're trying to bring out for me in that, I'll call it drama, whatever that it is that is happening in that dream with related to food. And food can be used in 3 different ways. It can be used as the centerpiece, like the steering wheel, right? Or it can be used in the background as I'll call it the supporting role, the symbol being used in the supporting role kind of thing. Or it can be used for a different thing. The last bit, I'll talk to you about it later. Okay? So when we're thinking about food, we have to ask ourselves different questions. When we were in those, when we were dreaming, what was happening in there with the food, right? What is gone wrong? If nothing has gone wrong, what is gone right, right? And how am I feeling about the situation in that dream with related to food? And am I feeling out of control or am I feeling in control in that dream with regard to food? Okay, so, and as well, the most important thing you have to think about, are you in the dream as the host or are you in the dream as someone who came and was just eating in there? So those things will make, from that, you're trying to understand what the dream was trying to tell you about food. So food in dreams, for me, it is used for me as part of, to help me to see where I'm lacking or where I am, where my strength is. My ancestors use those dreams to show those bits for me when they're using food. Okay, so I have to think about what I associate the food that my ancestors are showing me. What memory does it bring for me? The people in those dreams, what do they remind me of? Because remember, when it's ancestral dreams, they tend to use people that just using them as for supporting, like a supporter, so that they can bring out the message. They can show you what they want. If that person was saying this, that person was doing this during the eating, while you're eating. That is something, that's the message they want to do. So now, let's just talk about food as the center point. Okay? The food as the center point. But first, let me just talk to you about my own dreams. Okay? My own dreams, so that you'll have an idea of where I'm coming from. Okay, so my dreams start like this. Then after talking about it, I'll explain it to you what it means, how I interpreted it. My dreams start like this, right? I'm in this place in my house. I'm cooking. I'm baking actually a cake, chocolate cake, right? I'm baking chocolate cake. I take it out of the oven. I'm giving it to people who came there as it was like a party kind of thing. They came to see me for that party function that I'm hosting myself. I'm the host. I'm the cook in that. Okay? So I'm serving them this cake, this chocolate cake, obviously is a luxury, isn't it? I'm serving everyone. After that, let's say 5 people have taken the cake and they went home. The 5 people were left and they were eating it. Then I realized that cake was not cooked properly. So I take the cake from those people who were there and put it in the microwave oven to try and make it better, right? Then the dream ends. So now let me explain to you what that dream was all about. What was happening to me in real life? Something was happening to me in real life for my ancestors to show me that dream, right? So cake, I associate cake with something that is luxurious for me, right? And oven, remember you normally bake cake in the oven, normal oven. So for me to bake cake in the microwave, my people are showing me that I'm rushing things down because I've realized I've made a mistake. My decision at that time, my quickest decision at that time was to think of what can I do to make this better by using the microwave oven. So that means I am rushing things as well. My decision was actually bad even at that time. Do you understand what I mean? So now it takes that effort from me to think. I have to think, should I let those people who have left with the cakes already that are uncooked to know that the cake was not right, or will they feel that maybe there's something not right with me? How can I, do you understand? So I'm left thinking and doubting myself, should I let them know or should I just leave it as such? So my ancestors are showing me that if I don't, like when I'm seeing that there's a problem, I don't try to correct it properly. Look, I used the microwave oven. Obviously, I've made something. My big decision was totally bad at the time. I was trying to rush things as well. So those people who have left, I haven't told them that the cake they've taken is not cooked properly and stuff like that. So my people were telling me that in real life, that is what I was actually, that I was doing something like that in real life, right? So they were saying to me, this was related to information, like things I was sharing. You understand? I was rushing to give out something that was not cooked properly. And now what was left for me was that, did I have that kind of integrity that I can go and let those people know that what I've given out was not properly finished, was not, the information that I gave was not good enough. It needed more doing. So do you understand? That is what the ancestors are trying to tell us sometimes, that sometimes we're rushing things and we might end up giving people things that are not properly done. The information that is not properly done. You're sharing things with people. Because as a host, I was sharing. Cake was used as information, and for me it was like big information. Like, wonderful, I couldn't wait to give out. You understand? So that is what they're saying. So you relate the food that they show you, the ancestors are showing, to what you associate that food with. Do you understand? You relate the whatever that they're showing you to what you associate that food with, like I said. So another dream was about whether the people are taking advantage or not, or whether I should be keeping company of people like that. So the dream start like this. We're in the mall, we're passing a restaurant, big posh restaurant. The people I was with, they wanted to go in a posh restaurant and they're not paying for food. They're not even telling me we're going in, should we go in here? They just straight walked in that restaurant. And me, I just walked. I said, these people I'm the one who invited them. What the hell are they doing there? You understand? So they see that I'm walking. Obviously, they're not going to pay for the food. So they follow me to where I was going. And I go to KFC. KFC, right? I sit down there with them. They're sitting in there. Something just made me get up from my chair before the food came to us, before the person who gives food brought our food to us, right? When I was out there talking to someone, I think I was talking to someone somewhere. I can't remember what it is that I was doing. The people who came with me, they were already eating the food. They left me. They didn't even think about me. They're eating the food that I'm gonna be paying for, and they're not saying they are not saying, oh, let's wait for the person who's gonna be paying for the food. Things like that. So the ancestors are showing you that some people, they're just there. You cannot even share your resources with them because they will just attach themselves to you. And all they're just doing is just take and take and take from you. And you see, the first thing I've done from the beginning when they were trying to get into the posh restaurant, I just went. So the ancestors as well are showing me that you at least were able to express yourself. You were able to, people were not, people could have just crossed the boundaries, right? I could have just felt bad, I don't want them to think of me like that, and went to some posh restaurant that I wasn't expecting to go. Do you understand? So these dreams are showing us if we can express ourselves properly, we can let people know that we are in control. Otherwise, people will run, will just cross boundaries. Do you understand what I mean? We have to be in control at all times. That is just that dream. So anyway, let's talk about other people's dreams. Then we can talk properly about this food. Okay. All right. So the first question was from. Okay, where was that? Okay. I always dream cooking a lot and dishing out food, but I don't eat. All right. You know that when as a host, when you're cooking, right? As a host, you're giving out, right? You're giving out something to people. You are sharing. You're the provider. So you have to ask yourself, do these people that I'm providing this food to, are they appreciating what I'm giving them? How am I feeling about this? Am I giving enough and getting anything back in return? You know, these dreams about you as the cook and the person serving food, you have to ask yourself if people are not taking advantage of you as well, because these dreams are running as they are more like a drama. Something is happening in the background. It's not just you just being there and cooking and dishing out food. Something is happening. Are the people who are there taking the food, taking them and appreciating and showing that you've made an effort? You know, you've made an effort to give them that. Do you understand? Because sometimes people are just there to share our resources with us. They don't even think about the time, the attention you give to these particular things. So you have to to ask yourself how you felt as the cook when you were there cooking in that dream. How did you feel? Do you feel in your real life? Do you feel in the day-to-day life? Do you feel that you are like a pushover? People are, you're just giving a lot most of the time. You don't get anything in return, or you don't see the benefits of what you're giving out. Do you understand what I mean? You have to ask yourself so many questions when it comes to you being the host or you being the cook, or you serving, dishing out and giving people food. Do you understand? Because dreams like that, our ancestors, sometimes they want to show us, to show us that sometimes, even though we're seeing that people are just taking advantage, let's just say you're cooking and you're giving out this food to people, right? You invited a lot of people, you've cooked enough food for everyone, and just people just come and they just start dishing out your food, and they forget about the rest of the people who are in that party. Do you understand? And you, as the host, you're just looking at it. You don't think, oh, I should go and lead. You understand? Let those people know that, you know, this kind of behaviors, you cannot accept it in your setting, you know, in your place, because these people are taking advantage, and they're actually how do I say, they're doing something that is not right. Because if you let things like that go on in real life, people are just gonna think that you can't manage your own things, you can't lead, you can't control your own things. Do you understand? So you have to always think about whether you are able to express yourself properly. You're confident enough to do those things. Do you understand? Because these dreams about food, most of the time, they have to show us what it is. Are we communicating things that we are not happy with? Are we communicating things that are making us not feel right? Do you understand? Are we communicating out things that are just not right with us and the people that we are with, people that we tend to share our resources with? Depending, when I'm saying resources, it depends, because food can be anything depending on what is happening in your situation. So it is used for different kind of things depending on your situation. It can be used for information. If you're sharing information with people, are people just coming to take your information and not doing anything about it? If you're sharing ideas with people, if you're sharing some things with people, you're being creative, people are just you're helping people with a lot of things, but people are just not showing some kind of like like, look, you've made an effort for this, well done, or you've made an effort for this. This is, as an encouragement, this is, we're giving you this back in return, because you cannot always be a giver. The host as a host as well, you need to relax and enjoy all your efforts. Do you understand what I mean? So that is just that. What's another one? Is eating in your dreams always symbolic of Sejeso? Guys, with Sejeso, my people have never taught me too much about Sejeso. Sejeso, the way I understand Sejeso, is very little. I understand very little about Sejeso. All I know is that Sejeso can come in different forms, not necessarily in food. Like sometimes ancestors use words like that for as metaphoric, right? But for us people, we just think it's someone giving you food and you're getting sick, right? So all I know is that when someone in real life is doing something, they are doing something to you, something that might pollute you, like someone is using something that is not right, that is going to spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and harm you, right? I will call this Sejeso. Your ancestors will make you feel it in your solar plexus when they're showing you a dream with food, right? They will be showing you someone doing something. Let's say someone putting something in your food, right? Someone putting something in your food and something hitting your belly and something like that. But you will feel it even when you wake up. You will feel it in your solar plexus, because that thing would have hurt your ancestors so much that they want to express it to you, so that you feel it. You know that this thing they mean, it is real life versus the dream kind of thing. This is not like them showing you that you need to look at this, you need to look at these people, you need to look at that for you to grow, for you to stop doing what you're doing, which is not wrong, which is not right, or doing what you're doing, which is wrong. You understand? That one, they'll make you feel there on your solar plexus. Anything to do with that, I will call Sejeso. But I'm still learning about that. But this one was not more about Sejeso. This was just more to do with the dreams about food. Guys, we need to eat in our dreams. That is how we learn about things. That is how my ancestors teach me about things. I need to eat in my dreams. If I'm eating in real life, I need to eat in dreams. If I'm eating something in real life and I'm eating something bad in the dreams, that means something is not right. It is how it is. Do you understand what I mean? So I just have to look at that thing that I'm eating that is not right in the dream. What does that signify for me? What does that say to me? Do you understand? But most of the time, look at the behaviors of people in that dream, the communication in that dreams. What are you saying to these people? What are you saying to each other? Are you expressing yourself if something you think something is being done wrong in that dream? Did you manage to say something? Do you understand? If you didn't, then you're blocked. You've got something that you need to work on. If you were being expressive, if people were doing something good and you were able to express yourself, show gratitude, you understand, show that you appreciate things, that means they're showing you that you're doing right. You understand what I mean? When people are giving you something, you're being able to express that. So your throat chakra and your solar plexus is balanced. If you're doing something there that is not right, you are not able to express yourself with people properly. That means your ancestors are still telling you that the throat chakra and the solar plexus are not right. And when the throat chakra is not right, a lot of things are not going to go right, because you're not expressive, you're not communicating, you're not letting people know that they cannot run over you. You understand? With a lot of things, people respect your personal space. You understand? You don't end up being in a situation where you end up doing things just to please people. Do you understand? You don't please people. But pleasing people, let me tell you about another dream that it might be like you're pleasing people. Let's say in real life, you've got a problem with someone. Now your ancestors, they want to show you. You were trying to solve this problem with that person in real life. Your ancestors now, they put you in the dream, in the dream space. They are showing you sitting on the table with this person. You eating something that you don't normally eat in real life. I'm talking about something that it is like a taboo for you to eat, right? Okay, I'll express with myself. I don't eat meat. I'm eating meat in that setting with that person, and I'm enjoying myself, and like I'm laughing as if everything is right, and I go home. Do you understand? My ancestors are showing me that something is still lacking with me. I'm a people's pleaser. I'm not being honest with myself and with people around me. Because if I was not a people's pleaser, I would have let that person know at that time that that is not what I eat. Do you understand? That person would have understood me, would have trusted me now, would have, I was being open to them. Do you understand? If what they're saying is that even in real life, that means I'll be open to them, communicating with them about my problems with them, those people. If we have conflicts, we'll be able to solve them, because these people, they'll understand me. They know they cannot cross me. They know they have to trust me. They know that I'll express myself freely with them. But if I'm eating something that I'm not supposed to eat, you see, I'm gonna be at home, lying down there in bed, thinking, that person even made me eat something I don't eat, meat. Do you understand? So that means people are running over me, and they're making me do things that I'll never not do in my when I'm saying. Do you understand what I mean? So those kind of things, ancestors will show us things like that when it comes to dream. Anyway, let me go to another dream. I always dream of being at a traditional ceremony and eating traditional Sesotho food. Okay, so this one, the traditional food, what does that bring to you? The traditional Sesotho food, because that has got a memory for you. When you think about traditional Sesotho food, what does it bring out to you? What does it bring out to you? What does it bring out to you? Because that is symbolic of something. Your people are trying to tell you something about the Sesotho traditional food. And what is happening with you in general. Because this dream is given to me like a picture. So I cannot say anything more in certainty. But for me, if they're showing me something like this, because I love traditional food, I love traditional things, settings. So I know that is something, my feelings will be good in that dream, for the fact that I'm in a traditional ceremony kind of thing, and they're even cooking traditional food. I'll be happy. Now to top it up, even it's Sesotho food, actually, I'll be more happy. What is actually happening? How did you feel in that dream? And what were you doing? And what were you doing with those people? And what were they saying to you? Or what were you saying to them? Because you were not just there as a dreamer in that traditional setting doing nothing. Something happened that you were doing something. Do you understand? You were doing something. But Sesotho traditional food has a big meaning for you. So you have to think about that. It's got a deep meaning for you. But remember, associate what they're showing you in that dream with what is happening in real life. Are you planning to do a ceremony of some such, or function of some such, and you're trying to get ideas? Because this one is just a picture for me. There's nothing else. There's no context. There's a little bit, but there's no too much from that. So you have to think about that. What are my people trying to tell me with this? And why am I dreaming about this all the time? You understand? What are you doing there? Your feelings in these things are very important. Your feelings. Because remember, it's about expression and how you feel. Your confidence. Are you feeling like you are in the right place in this traditional ceremony? Are you in the right place, or are you out of place? What is happening with you? Because that, for the fact that you cannot forget that traditional Sesotho, that means something is important for you with regard to that. Okay, so you have to think about that. Okay, I dreamt someone had bought lots of bread loaves and stuff. And this one, no one was eating them though. Okay, this one as well, it says something. bread, right? Bread has got is symbolic for some. It's got significant. It's got something that is real. You associate bread with something. You see, when ancestors are giving us dreams, every food that they put in there in that dream, you associate with something very important. It's very important. What used to happen around bread? You understand? When you see bread, when people are sitting around the function eating bread, what do you associate with that? Because for me, if I'm looking at this, let me just because this one is just you didn't give me too much information, but what I know is that you as the dreamer, you were kind of worried about why people are not eating what they are being given. Do you understand? Why are people not taking what they are being given? That one alone is making you're feeling so strong about this, that someone made an effort to give people something, but these people, they were not taking. So that means there's something for you. You have to think about it deeper than that. But now let me tell you about bread. Let me tell you about bread. If I'm in a place and someone is hosting and has called us and they're giving us bread, my association of bread is something that people will give you because they were not, they didn't have time to cook. So it was a rushed thing. So they are giving me something that they can just quickly do and give it to me so I can eat it. But then for me, I'm not going to be appreciating that because someone didn't make an effort. For me, I'm just telling you about me because this is how I associate with bread. But for you, you associate bread with something different. That's why dreams about food, it has to be with you and your association with that particular thing, that particular bread. But I'm interested with how you felt about why people were not eating that. That is very important. Did you do anything about it? Did you say anything about it? Because remember, throat chakra, you need to express yourself. You need to express yourself. If people were doing something that were not right, do you say anything? Did you ask them why they're not eating that bread? Did you ask the host if these people knew that they were going to be eating this bread? You understand? It is very important for you as the dreamer in that dream, because your people, they want to see how you are reacting to things, how you're reacting to how people behave in your drama, okay? In your drama with related to food. Because people are being given something. Come on, show appreciation, eat. If you don't eat, why are you not eating it? What is wrong with this? You understand? What is wrong with this? What is wrong with these people not being, appreciating? Or what is wrong with this bread? Or can there be something wrong with this bread? Can there be some, things like that? You have to think about it like that. Okay. Looking at my dream journal, okay. And it is being featured most of the time. So it's got a bigger meaning for you, because they will keep on using that to bring out a message for you. They will keep on using something that is important for you for that particular reason. They will bring it to bring out different scenarios for you, so that you can see, okay, when I was there, bread was being used like this, and bread, is quick fix, right? It's quick fix. Someone was giving people a quick fix, something to just eat. What time was it? Why were people not taking? Were people not expecting to be given that? Even if they were not expecting, me, what did I do? Because you, the dreamer, something must be done. Open, you're expressive. Are you confident in that to express yourself? Find out what is wrong in there as you're dreaming, when you're in that dream. Do you understand? So your people are trying to get you to look at the things that might be blocking you, or look at the things that might still need working on for you to work on, because it's about communication and how you relate with the people around you in those dreams. So if something is not right, you say it. If something is right, it's not. But then you realize that these are the kind of people I'm not going to bring to my space. If people are like this because remember, it's something to do with real life. They're showing you in real life. They'll take you to the dream space at night to show you that the people that you're working with, they're behaving like this. Do you want to work with? You do want to be sharing your resources with this kind of people, or these are the people that you need to avoid? That is your ancestors. They are telling you something. Real life, showing it to you in dreams so that you can look at it properly. You understand? You can correct your real life things by looking at them in the dream. Okay? So looking at, I bought ice cream recently in a dream and the chef made it so big. I hope it means something good. Things are coming. I think it's good to think that something big things are coming as well. It's good because that's how you felt. And you're in a restaurant. Remember, ice cream, what do you associate ice cream with? For me, is a treat. And if you buy ice cream in a restaurant, ice cream is very expensive in a restaurant. You're buying it in a restaurant, you're sitting there and the chef give you more than you ask for. You're being given more than you ask for. Is a good thing, isn't it? It's a good thing. So this person is giving you more than you have asked for. So you receiving, what did you say? What did you do to get that kind of to get that? You understand? What did you do in real life? What did you do to be shown that kind of appreciation? You understand? In the dream, they're showing you that you'll be appreciated like this. You understand? Your treat, as a treat, will even give you more. Do you understand? It's a beautiful, positive dream. I hope you thanked the person who gave you the dream, the ice cream, topped it up. Do you understand? I hope you did that. Okay. Did I miss one? Okay. When I dream, I get more frustrated based on how our traditional healer translated. It's always Sejeso, is Leso, but okay. Yes, I understand that a lot of our people, we associate, I don't associate food with Sejeso. I don't do that. I look at my people have explained it to me. In Sesotho, this is where I go in Sesotho, because in English I try to explain it properly and I try to put it in English and I lost a little bit of meaning from that. In Sotho, I'll try to convert it in English the only way I can. In Sesotho, my ancestors, they have explained to me that when you see food, dijo, it is about puledisano, the communication. Puledisano ya hao le batho bao o swanetšego le go se swanele go dira dilo tšeo o sa swanelang le bona. So there are people who will come to you to make use of your resources and to share the resources with you, and they will appreciate it, and they'll share their resources with you as well. Those are the people you want to deal with. Those are the people that you want there because they will support you. You understand? Then there are people who will come and they will attach themselves to you, right? And you think, these people, they are right? They are here. But they are not there just to share your resources. They'll just keep on taking and taking and taking, and they won't even show appreciation. Those are the kind of people you do not need to deal with. So your ancestors are showing you those people in your dreams. What is happening to you in real life, look at it in dreams. See those people. See that boyfriend that you think you are in love with. Look at him cooking for you. Right? He's your new boyfriend. Right? He is cooking for you. And he's doing things that are not normal. He's cooking maize meal. He's putting some things that they don't look right. Things that he's taking out from pockets. They are not coming from the right places. Putting them there is going to sell them to you. Do you understand? Your people are saying to you that that person cannot be trusted. You understand? That person cannot be trusted because he's doing things that are not normal in real life. If you look at someone doing things like that to you, you will know that that food is not going to be healthy for you. It's not going to be nourishing for you. It's going to be destroying your stomach. That's what your people are trying to tell you, that you have to look into that person. So they are not saying that that person who is doing something. No, they are saying They're just expressing what they're saying. You understand? But they're using food as a metaphor to say that, look at this new person that you invited into your space. Cannot be trusted. Sometimes you even bring in people to you, or you go to people's places, right? Your new people you've just met and stuff like that, you're there with them. People are eating in rooms and they're coming out to laugh with you. And they're one by one, they're going into their bedrooms and they're eating and they're coming to you. The whole day you're hungry. Do you understand? Your people are saying to you that this kind of people are not transparent either. They're just not good people. You understand? They conceal lots of things. Even food that's supposed to be shared, they cannot share. You understand? Small things like that, they cannot share. So imagine if it's information, if it's good information, something that something that will make you will be good for your survival, and people are just hiding it. They can't tell you, don't drive there because there are big potholes. Your car is just gonna go like that. People are not telling you that. You understand? So if people are doing that in dreams with food, they could do things like, they can have things like that that are very important for your safety, like that. That's what your people are saying to you. They are not saying, and okay, this one is very important as well, because our ancestors sometimes with this kind of dreams, they use people that we know, the people that we deal with on a day-to-day, like your brothers, your sisters, depending, right? Depending, because remember, I'm explaining my learning. So my learnings, anything to do with something I have to look at for me, something to do with me, not my work. So my family members are going to be used. Now imagine now, you see your sister putting things putting things in your food, and you have that idea that Sejeso. How are you going to look at your sister, right? You're going to be looking at your sister with like your sister is trying to bewitch you or something. No, your ancestors tend to use people that you know for things like that, so that you don't forget. Your sister was doing that. It means you didn't even express yourself, because when she was doing this and doing that and doing that, you were not honest yourself. Being expressive. Or you were arguing about the decision that your sister made there, but you didn't make yourself, you didn't stand your ground. Your sister ended up saying, I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to take all the food. Do you understand? That's what your ancestors are trying to tell you. So don't just see people in your dreams, your family members, and doing things while it is related to something that your ancestors, this is a proper warning. Your ancestors will make you feel it in your belly. I think mine will do that. I don't know about yours. You will feel it in your belly. So remember, family members a lot of the time are used with these food kind of things, for this food setting. For me, they do that. And when it's other people from outside as well, they'll use other people from outside for work. For me, for my work, they'll use that. And sometimes, remember, because we are healers and soon to be healers, sometimes your ancestors can just show you something very dramatic related to food, because they want to tell you that when something like that related to food is happening, this is the kind of thing you'll be using, the medicine now. Now we're talking biology kind of things. If something is happening like that, if someone eats something that is that dangerous, then you see a plant, you use this. That is for work purposes. But remember, guys, we need to ask us, these are questions that I'll share with you when you're looking at these dreams that you need to look at. Then I'll look at if you've got questions there. So as a cook, right, when you're giving out food, right, you have to think about it. If you are giving out food, were you giving out food that everyone was able to share? Right? That means you plan things properly and stuff like that. And if people were not able to share everything, there was some food that was not enough. Did you manage to make quick decision at that time and try to make sure that people understand that things are not, it's going to be shortages. You were expressing it, you were telling people, right, that things are not going to be right. Look, let me just try and get more things for you, because your ancestors are showing you that you make quick decision and your quick decision was right, or you make quick decision but your quick decision was wrong, because you didn't have enough food, now your quick decision was to prepare fire from outside and there's wind blowing or there's rain, and obviously it's going to take time. If we're talking about wood, it's going to take time to prepare those food, you understand? So people might end up even not eating, so your quick decision was not even right anyway. So you should have let people to, let them know, look, as you can see how things are, there's no electricity in the house, I cannot cook and stuff like that, and I can't cook outside. I'm sorry that this has happened. You understand? Your leadership skills within that at that time, you made quick and right decision. You shown your people that you can act quickly and you can manage people and situations. You understand? That's what your people are trying to tell you. What else? Okay. And yeah, I think that's many things there that I've said. But remember, you have to always look at the kind of food you're eating. Is that things that you normally eat or things that you wouldn't normally eat? And why? Why? If someone is offering you food in that dream and you're not eating it, why? What is making you not to eat something that someone is willingly offering it to you? What is happening with you? Because it shows something. You are unhappy about something in your real life. It was not sorted. Someone has invited you in to talk through about it, and you got there, but you still refused the people's offer, like an offer of what they call it, like a please hear me out. This is my plea. This is what my situation was at that time when there were miscommunication between the two of us or the three of us. So this is my say about that. Why did you refuse the food? Do you understand? So it's something there you still need to deal with. Then what was it? But you can't go home without expressing yourself. That means you're still blocked. If you leave the restaurant without expressing yourself, you're still blocked. Your throat chakra, your solar plexus, you're still blocked. That's what your ancestors are trying to tell you. You're still blocked. You understand? That's what they're trying to say. Okay, I have to go on this so that I can see what you guys are saying. All right, guys, let's see what you're saying here. Oh, okay. Togoza, yes. Okay, Tobela, okay. All right. So yes, guys. So it was. I don't think there's more to this. There's not many questions here. So dreams, we really have to see how we're feeling in those dreams. You need to think about how you're feeling, because remember, there are always people out there who will be making you feel like you're very special, but they are actually taking something on the side. They're just pacifying you while they're taking your things and not giving back anything in return. And there are people who will just come with things and they're showing you, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. But then they take more than they're giving, right? And there are other people who will just come and they'll just be bad, you understand? So you need to really look into how you relate with the people around you, how relate with them. Food being offered to you, food you are receiving from others as well. You need to see what was the situation around those certain food and what it symbolizes for you. Okay? And we should not feel bad about dreaming about food. We should be dreaming about those food. But we shouldn't be eating things we don't want to eat. We should not be eating food we wouldn't eat in real life, because that is saying something very bad about us. So those things are things we're supposed to work on. You understand? And if we are seeing things, people when we are in those functions, people eating and other people just ill-treating other people while in our presence, and we don't say something, we are doing something bad ourselves. We need to be able to to make sure that, people cannot be behaving like that around others or doing things to make other people feel small or something like that. So that is what these food dreams are all about. They are helping us see what it is about us that needs to be made better, what we need to do to better ourselves. Do you understand? Or if we are doing very well, we are being shown these nice dreams where we are being given more than we are asking for. And we are even appreciating those people giving those things. You understand? So it's very important to see that in those dreams, you understand what is happening. You understand? So that is just that. Toggles, calling. How would it? Okay, I still have this problem.